Okay. Yeah. You guys want to go on mute? I'll talk, and then if you all want to hop in, there's a little button at the bottom that you can raise your hand and ask.
Oh, really? Ooh, watch out.
Raise your hand. Okay. So, I am just going to talk about a few tips for success that I had to learn on my own instead of actually being told and trained on. And a few things that we're trying out this month just to see how they work, because it seems like people are lazy. And people don't want to go to your website and look through all the colors and look through all the products and choose what they want. They want you to tell them what they need, and they'll say, okay, we'll take that. You order it for me. I'll give you my information, and be done. So that is how that's how a lot of my orders have been going. They've all been bulk orders per se. Now, anytime that somebody orders, well, and especially this month with the kudos being the way that it is, because you have to order under your email, under your login, in order to get the reward. So anybody that's asking for a bulk order that is already going to get, especially if they're going to get free shipping, but if they're going to earn that free eyeliner at $75, I always suggest to them to go ahead and just order from their site so that they can get that free product, unless they just don't want it, because I'm not going to get that free. I'm going to get one bundle of 4 products because I'm placing a big bulk order. Now, I'm also breaking up my bulk order this week into 2 bulk orders, because I can split them up, get free shipping on both orders, and one order I'm going to get all 4 of the free products, and one order I'm going to get a free eyeliner. So I'm trying to get as much free stuff as I can to use for giveaways and hostess gifts and things like that. So that's how you want to use these kudos, because I already have all of those products. I already have all of them, so I don't need them. I don't need extra. I'm never going to need extra right now anyway. I mean, I've got like 3 black eyeliners already, and everybody loves black eyeliner, so it's good to have some of those on hand because people will want those. And then if you build up a few of those black eyeliners for the bundles in general, you can use those for your flash sale items. You didn't pay a dime for those, and you can sell them at cost, and at your retail, and you still need to charge tax. I think, I don't know how that works if you got them for free, but I would still charge tax just because. But you use all those in a flash sale as extra product, and then you've got money on hand to buy your own stuff, and you're in the plus. So we're doing weekly bulk orders. Every Saturday I'm placing a bulk order, and through the week I'm going to focus on 2 specific products. This past week I focused pretty much on lip products, which I know is not one specific product, but I really focused on the stains and the new lipsticks, so the new colors, and I sold 3 lip stains and 2 lipsticks, and then a few mascaras and just some refills that people needed. But then this week I think I'm going to focus on the self tanners, because it's getting to be that springtime and people are getting ready for vacation with spring break coming up. So I'm really going to focus on hydration. So now that my face is cleared up, I can wear just a BB cream and some powder. So I'm going to really focus on BB cream, and I'm really going to focus on the different tanners, because people are looking to tan and nobody wants cancer, right? I mean, and I always said if I'm going to die from cancer, it sure as heck isn't going to be skin cancer. So I coat myself in sunscreen and I look like a pasty ghost, and I use my self tanners because I'm sure as hell not going down with skin cancer. Like, I'm just not. So that is not going to be the one that takes me down. Something that I can try to prevent. Um, the other thing that I've been doing, if you don't have a business page, I'm still kind of like this with my business page. Because I don't have but about 100 likes on there. So I was trying to link my Instagram account and just to have my Instagram post be what my business page was, which sort of worked because I was getting a lot of involvement on Instagram, but I wasn't getting the involvement on my Facebook business page. And I felt like my Facebook algorithm started to decline. And that is where the bulk of my business lies, is in my personal Facebook wall. So I've taken a step back. I switched my Instagram back over to just my personal page. And on my business page, I'm just posting a few things through the week, like a look. You do your makeup every morning, or if you're doing your makeup every morning, it doesn't matter how simple or how complex. And honestly, the more simple, the better, because people don't want a list of this many items on, in a shopping cart. But that lookbook, you need to be uploading your pictures every day to that lookbook with the products that you use, your look of the day, and where you put the products. Because, when you post your selfie on Facebook and say, whatever you're saying about how beautiful you look that day, you can, in turn, if somebody says, "Oh my gosh, I love what you're wearing on your, like, what's your face? What's on your face today?" You can share the link with them and tell them, "Here, go to this link, and this will show you everything that's on my face, and you can purchase this look." And then they can also deselect items. So if they're not interested in, if they only want the BB cream and the powder, they can take off whatever eyeshadow palette or whatever you've used. They can add or subtract things from the cart as their budget allows. So they don't have to specifically get everything that you add to a look, but you also don't want to overwhelm them with, if you use a primer, a foundation, a powder, a contour palette, an eyeshadow, or like 4 different pigments on your eyeshadow, 3 different lip products, an eyeliner, mascara, that gets overwhelming and your cart's going to be like $600, and everybody's going to be like, psh, I'm not even looking through that crap. So keep your lookbooks to a minimum, but you really want to use those because you're doing your makeup every day anyway. And then I'm doing like these on the weekend, which I didn't post anything on my business page today because I don't know, because I suck at life today, but that's okay. I still showed up in other areas and had a little meeting with Kristen and Rachel, so that made up for not posting on my business page. But mini series. So like last week, it was all about how to groom your brows, how to take them from learning how to shape them, whether you're tweezing them or getting them threaded or waxed, and then how to use the combination of the brow liner and gel, and then how to use the brow palette. So like a whole class or series on how to manage your brows. Again, I think I'm going to do self-taners all week this week, and I'll probably post something about that in the business page tomorrow as well. Let's see. Some party suggestions. Rachel and Kristen and I met today, and I feel like we ran a lot of great ideas past each other, and it was just really good. I would love to have weekly coffee dates with everybody. So, some party suggestions, because my parties are not fantastic, but Rachel's have seemed to be pretty successful, so she gave us some tips today. And she's not on here to share herself, so I'm going to share them. She does weekend parties, which I think is a great idea, because especially for my schedule. My schedule is pretty hectic. I work all week. It is really, really, really hard for me to post 3 times a day in a party and keep up with it for 5-10 days. It's really just not feasible with my schedule, and that's what is fantastic, is that you can work this business however you want. So if you want to schedule 10 parties on the weekend, because that's the time that you have free to post, that's what you do. So she starts her party on Wednesday. She posts just a little bit about it. Like, for me, I would probably post a welcome and just explain to everybody how it works, how the party's going to work, how this isn't going to be something annoying. We're going to start, everything's going to start on Friday. We're going to talk about this, this, and this on Sunday. Here's the link. You all look around and shop. And then, like, maybe just posting like once a day. So, like, the next day, I would probably post something about the products, like about the safety of the products, how they are natural based, and how they the gluten-free products, and how we pass European standards for chemicals in skincare products. So I would definitely include that on the next day. And so just posting a little bit, and then I definitely like post your hostess rewards, because that gets the people enticed to have parties off of them. And then what else was I going to say? Brain fart. Anyway, she also suggested that we do, or that she does, like, entries into a giveaway. So if you comment on the posts, you get 1 point for one entry into the giveaway. Any post that you comment on throughout the party. If you, what else was it that she said? Oh, if you spend for every, I don't know, you could do $10 or $20. I would probably do 20. For every $20 you spend, you get an entry into drawing for the free product. So that's something that I do not currently do, that I think I'm going to be implementing, especially because I literally have like 45 half price items, and that's what those things are for, are to use as your rewards and post gifts and giveaways and stuff like that. So I need to start using them, because after a year they run out. So, or they fall off in a rolling year. That makes sense. It came back to me about the weekend parties. So then on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, that's when you would post all your party stuff. So, like, Rachel said, for the first day she did all about skincare, and then the second day she talked about faces and part eyes. Like, did most, like, morning posts talking about your base face, and then the evening post was an eyeshadow tutorial. And then the next day she did some more on eyes, and then talked about lip products, and then just kind of wrapped the party up on Monday and post some stuff about color matching and how she can help you pick colors. Just going along with the parties, hostess coaching is super, super important. You've got to tell your hostesses, number one, not to have more than 250 people in a group. I try to tell them, sorry, squirrel. If they have more than 250 people in a party, number one, you can't see who has seen the post. I've told you guys this before. You want to see who's seeing your post, because then you can message them, because they're being silent stalkers is what they're being. They're looking at the people who are looking at every single post. Okay, they're looking and they're looking and they're looking and they're thinking, well, I'm a little intrigued, but I'm not saying anything. I'll be caught dead saying anything, which is another good thing to have that comment, like an entry for every comment, because that gets people commenting even instead of being those silent stalkers. But you can get on there and you can see those silent stalkers, and you can private message them. If they have more than 250 people in the group, you can't see in the posts. So I suggest keeping it under 100, because one, some people may add some friends as they're going along. Like, if they start saying, oh my gosh, I'm really liking this stuff, let me add her, she's going to like this too, and I'll have her order from this party. And it's a closer, like, people feel more comfortable. Like, if there's 1,000 people invited in a group, people are going to feel like it's kind of spammy and nobody's going to really want to participate. And there's just going to be too, like, they just feel like there was no thought put into it. I'm also working on an invitation. I think it's Red Stamp that I use. I don't remember. But Red Stamp, I think, is the one that you can make like these really neat worded invitations and send that to your hostess to send to their guests. Because if you're invited to a party or to a group, one, you're less likely to leave. Two, you feel like, oh, well, she thought enough of me to send me an invitation, so yeah, I'll see what this is all about. And then you really want to make sure that you coach your host to interact. She needs to be interacting. She needs to be commenting and liking every post. She needs to be tagging people that she thinks love things in every single post. It doesn't matter if there's 3 people in the group or there's, 250. She needs to be tagging people and getting people trying to interact, because without interaction, your parties are going to be duds. And that's not to say that, every party is a success regardless of whether it qualifies or not, because you're making a connection with somebody. And even though they may not purchase anything from you today, you've made that connection, and the next time they need makeup, they may think, oh, well, I'm going to message her because I remember that video and I want to try that stuff. And then she's going to go back to that group. She's going to find you and she's going to contact you. That's another reason that I like to do my parties in groups, is because they will stay active forever, because unless you go back in and close them all, which is a real pain in the butt. So I just leave them active. And then every now and then I'll go in and like change the cover photo to like the new products or something. And then it gives everybody a notification that, hey, I'm still here. This Younique girl, you remember me? We got some new products. And that triggers another memory, like, okay, well, I remember this. Let me check this out. And then she comes and she follows, and, she may purchase it or she may not. But every party is a success because you're making some kind of connection with somebody, regardless of whether it's a qualified party or not. But you really want to make those connections with people. And that's where you want to build your friends list, is through the party guests. You add them as friends, and not even, your goal is to add them as a friend on Facebook so that they can see your posts. But you also you can also add them as a friend on Messenger, and then they don't feel quite as intrusive. So what I have liked to do lately is add them on Messenger, because they get a notification that somebody's added them on Messenger. Sometimes if you just send them a message, it won't alert them. It goes in like their requested box and they don't ever see it. So if you add them on Messenger, they get that notification, and then they're more inclined to talk to you. So that's how I've been starting lately, is to add on Messenger, start building that relationship. Then after you've made that connection, add them as a friend on Facebook so that they're seeing all your posts later. The other thing you want to make sure you're doing when you're private messaging these people and when you are posting in your parties is not to word vomit. Don't spill every little piece of information you can possibly spill on, trying to recruit somebody or trying to have a party. Make it simple. Cut out the hard work. Like, don't make it harder than it has to be, because that is probably the biggest problem that I see with presenters, is that they're making everything more difficult than it really needs to be. So just make it simple. Like, hey, I'm putting my beauty bashes together for this weekend. Do you want to earn some free makeup? That's all you got to say. You don't have to get into what the hostess rewards are. You don't have to get in. And, if you're giving something to the hostess, if you're going to give her, like a free mascara for doing it, like, I try to make it more of an incentive, like get 7 people to purchase a mascara and earn yours for free, because she's going to, if 7 people order mascara, she's going to get almost $29 in Cash. So it's kind of like she's getting for free. But I usually gift them a mascara myself, in addition to their Cash and their half price item. But that's completely up to you. But I like to make it more of an incentive, instead of just saying, if you host a party, I'll give you this. Because if you give it to them automatically, they're just going to be like, oh, I don't have to participate. But if you use it as an incentive, they're going to be more likely to get people involved. But again, don't word vomit when you're talking to people about signing up. Let me read you all this message I sent this girl today. And I probably word vomited a little bit, but I felt like it was necessary for the conversation that was happening. So let me find that real quick and show you guys. It was with Angela that we just added to the group. And I'm going to save this on YouTube, and I hope she doesn't mind that I'm saying this, but this is what it's about. Okay. So she messaged me and said that she wanted a mask, and that if I could show her how to do her eyes, her eyeshadow, that she wanted a palette too. And the palette that she wanted was palette number 1. Well, palette number 1 is in the collection, is in the presenter's kit, right? You get 3 samples of the mask in the presenter's kit for $1 more than what you would pay for both the mask and that palette. You can get everything in that presenter's kit, plus the bundle, plus the free eyeliner, and then 20% off a full-size mask if you love the mask. So you have the opportunity to try the mask versus buying it and not liking it. And then you've got all this extra product that you maybe didn't necessarily want, but if you've, especially because she's been watching and she comments on a lot of my videos, and I know that she's seen the stuff. So I know that she was interested. So this is what I said to her after she showed me the palette. I said, well, I'm just going to throw this out there to you and let you decide for yourself. I said, the mask and the palette come to $98. For $1 more, you can get this presenter's kit. It has the eyeshadow palette you want, 3 samples of the mask, plus all the other stuff at full size, all that other stuff, and they're all full size products. Then you've got the option to purchase the $99 bundle that's exclusive to new presenters within 30 days. You get the free black eyeliner, and then I told her what the savings was. But that was probably a little word vomit for me because I normally don't put all of that into one thing, but I felt like I needed to pounce because I think she will make a good presenter. I think that she could turn this into a life-changing business because she already posts amazing selfies and she's interested in the products and she's a beautiful girl and we all want to make extra money. So I felt like the need to word vomit had to happen there. But you don't have to do that with everyone. Just tell them what an amazing opportunity it is, how they get, $360 worth of free makeup for $99, and the opportunity. Anybody who's asking about the foundation is getting the opportunity from me, because you can order. Because when I show the foundation to somebody, I suggest all 4 of those products: the primer, the foundation, the concealer, and the brush, because they're like necessities, right? So when you suggest those to them, if I'm already upselling you these, I'm going to offer you the kit so that you can get this huge big bundle. But again, that was all about word vomiting, and here I go word vomiting, right? So, all right, hostess coaching, word vomiting, party suggestions, mini series, weekly bulk orders. I already talked about party tips. The other thing that I try to tell myself as I'm scrolling through Facebook or looking at Instagram and whatnot, is what I'm doing income producing, because we get distracted easily. We get distracted scrolling through Facebook and just, you get caught up in what's going on in everybody else's life. And then you're sitting there reading comments, on this big long thread. And then, is that really making you money? So the things that you're doing on Facebook should be purposeful. You should be commenting on the women's posts in your life that, you can relate to, comment on, those are the kind of people you need to do those things. Those are income producing because you're building a relationship, and eventually you might be able to, the next time they need a new eyeshadow, they may think of you. So, and that in turn builds your algorithm so that those people are seeing your posts more often. So liking doesn't cut it. Liking, loving, laughing, sad, angry does not cut it. You have to comment. So when somebody comes onto our chat and asks, show me some love on this post, your likes are great, but your comments are better because that's going to bump it to the top of everybody's newsfeed. Every time you get a comment, it bumps it to the top because it's popular. It's being talked about. So it's going to go to the top of everybody else's newsfeed and you're going to see it. So when somebody asks you to show some love, comment because that's what they need.
I might swim when I
And the other things you need to be doing, you need to be doing things that are duplicatable. Things that you can repeat again, things that that other people are doing to be successful. So when you hear things over and over and over again, it's purposeful. It's for a reason because it works. So, when people tell you, keep having parties, regardless of if they're successful, eventually you're going to get the hang of things and they're going to be successful. It could take you a month. It's taken me a year and I'm still not there. So don't get discouraged. And that brings me into my next point is to never stop. Never stop posting. Never stop trying. Never give up. I mean, it's that simple because if you give up at the first struggle you come to, well then how do you know how strong you are? You didn't push yourself. You gave up the first time you came to a bump in the road. You need to keep hitting that bump until you freaking bust over it. You're going to get no's in this business. You're going to get a lot more no's than you get yeses. It's just going to happen. I can promise. I've gotten so many no's, and they're not all mean no's. They're not all hateful. I've had a few that get hateful. But for the most part, it's just like, no thanks, girl. I just bought some makeup from somebody else. Or, no thanks, I'm not interested. So it's not that people are being rude, but it's easy to get discouraged when it seems like all you're getting are no's and no's and no's. And sometimes the no's are happening because you need to reach a little farther. You need to reach a little farther than the people that you're comfortable messaging. Because the people you're comfortable messaging are probably not the people who are going to help build your business. The people who you're comfortable messaging are not going to, they're just not going to help. They're just not. You need to ask that person that you wears makeup, but you're scared to ask because I don't know why. We've got 10 minutes left. We're doing good. Yeah, 10 minutes. Okay. But you need to bust out of your comfort zone. Stop being scared. If you're getting that gut feeling of like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be sick if I send this message, what is she going to say? What is she going to think? Is she going to think I'm stupid for asking her about makeup? She's so pretty and look at my makeup skills and blah. Like, stop it. Just send the freaking message. What's the worst that can happen? They're going to tell you no. But if you don't ask, you're never going to know. And if you don't ask, you could miss the opportunity that somebody else is going to offer them. If you don't offer it to them, how do you know? And like I said, all they're going to say is no. And if that hurts your feelings, well, grow some thicker skin. Because you're going to get no's all through life. You're going to get told that you can't do stuff. And you're going to get told that your ideas are stupid, that you're crazy, that this whole business is a pyramid scheme. You're going to get told that you can't do this. You're going to get told that the market is too saturated in your area. You're going to get told all of this stuff about how you can't do it. And I'm telling you right now, you can freaking do it. You know why? Because I'm freaking doing it. And I didn't think I could do anything like this, okay? Ever. Never did I think that I would ever start a makeup business or a business in general and build it to what it is built so far. Like, it's been crazy. In a year, the growth has been freaking tremendous. And I don't care how saturated you think the market is. It's not about your local people. I told Kristen and Rachel this today. It's not about keeping within your local market because that's not what's going to get you. It's getting outside your county. It's getting outside your city. It's getting outside of your state. It's getting outside of the country if you have to. If you know people in a different country, and you haven't messaged them about this opportunity, you are missing out. I'm telling you. Because if I knew anybody in another country, you damn skippy, I'd be messaging them. right now. No, nobody. Okay. As long as they are within unique selling points, like that unique self in that country, you can get a presenter over there. It like you don't have to be at a certain level in this business to sign somebody up in a different country. I mean, if you can get international, and especially like in Italy's brand new market right now, like y'all, if I could get into Italy, oh,
Well, that's true. She's just trying to get to Italy.
let's see. Be prepared for the no's, but don't you dare stop until you get a yes. And then don't even stop after you get a yes. Keep going. I'm going to talk real quick about this bonus, and then I'm going to talk to you all about this book because I'm freaking loving this book. So the March bonus, okay? So the cash bonuses start at pink status. Pink status is $2,000 in wholesale sales, which equals $2,500 in retail sales. So if you're doing that all on your own and you're looking at your PRS, you need $2,500 in retail sales. And one qualified presenter under you. That means that you have one person under you and they have either sold or purchased $125 in products. And then you have to have $250 in personal retail sales to hit pink. If you are a white status presenter and you hit pink status, you get a $100 bonus. If you are a yellow status presenter and you hit pink status, you get a $100 bonus. If you are a pink status presenter and you maintain that pink status, you get a $100 bonus. Okay? If you are shooting for blue this month, you are shooting for $4,000 in wholesale sales, and I can't think of how much that is right now in retail. And then $250 in PRS and 2 qualified presenters under you. That means 2 people who have signed up under you who have both placed at least $125 orders or sold that much. If you hit blue status as a white status presenter, a yellow status presenter, or a pink status presenter, you get $300 cash bonus. Okay, $300 free cash. And this is all in addition to your commission. Okay, so if you're getting commission off of all that sales, it's freaking nuts. $300 commission and a makeup trunk. And anybody who gets that makeup truck, I hate you already. Okay, but good for you. I'll have a chance to earn that some other time. If you are currently a blue status presenter, which I don't have any blue status presenters on the team, but if you're a blue status presenter and you hit blue status again, you get $100. And nobody's green, so we're not going to go there. Rachel's shooting for green. So if she's a pink status presenter and she hits green, she would get $450 cash bonus and the trunk. So that's the bonus for March. And yeah, if you're not shooting for a bonus, you should be. I just wanted to share this real quick. I've been reading this book and it's fantastic. It's called You're Made for a God-Sized Dream. And just talking about how sometimes it can be harder than you want it to be. So, when we first discover our God-sized dream, all we can see is the perfect vision, the desired reality. We don't know about the desert in between where we are and the promised land. It catches us by surprise when there are delays, difficulties, obstacles to overcome. This is where most God-sized dreams fall by the wayside. When we hit the hard part, we want a fresh start, but there will always be challenges. If you're in a place where it feels like what you've undertaken is much harder than you imagined, take heart. If God has called you to this, then He will get you through it. Here's a little secret. God-sized dreams are invincible when we're obedient. He always wins in the end. So if you feel like you've been called to this, like I said, you should not, you can't stop when you hit the first bump. You have to keep going. You have to keep pushing. Because if He's led you to it, He's going to lead you through it, right? And I 100% feel like this is my God-sized dream right now. And I hope that it's yours. Kristen, do you have any questions or anything you want to add to it? We've got about 2.5 minutes.
No, I have one question. Can you hear me? Because I have headphones on now.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so I have my launch party group.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just change that group to my VIP group?
Yes, that's exactly what you want to do.
Okay.
You want to your launch party should be the beginnings of your VIP group. So you leave it, for your launch party time as a launch party, and then you make that your VIP special giveaway groups.
Okay, cool.
Anything else? It's about to cut us off.
Nope, that's all I need.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, girl. I'll save this and put it on YouTube tonight and share it on the wall, I guess.
Sweet. See you later.
All right. Bye, girl.
Bye.